Hi, welcome to Mother's Tarot. You're with Loretta. How y'all doing? I want to say thank you and welcome to my new subscribers. And it's nice to meet you. And hello to my substantial and regular subscribers. Been with me a while. Thank you. Oh, I better check my volume here, make sure I got everything up. Yeah, I should be fine. Okay, this is going to be readings on the month of June. I tried to get the karma cards out. Uh, Thought I was going to get it out on the first. It's the third, and so anyway, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to use, or I'm going to do a Kabbalah layout also by Nicole for June. Um, I've got karma cards out. I've got my cards, the consultant tarot. I've got the prediction uh, deck out. The Palladian oracles, and I'm not sure, but I got the oracle decks. They're on my desk. They've been sitting here for a little bit. So we'll see what spirit is. Spirit moves me and I'll follow. Okay, and I hope all of you are doing really well today. So for my new people here, the karma cards are just one of the coolest, I think, in the oracle field. And it uses it's not a big deck. There are three sections: the planets, the signs, and the houses. So, and there are messages. We start out reading. I start out with the red. That's where the action is, and then we turn it. I turn it, and then the blue is the outcome, and it covers the spiritual, the mental, and the physical needs. And you see each one of these. Those with the other two cards that'll be placed by them. So it goes planets, signs, and houses. And they form a complete thought. And it's magical. For me, I look at it's magical. So let me see, make sure that I want to check something here. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, let's begin. Let's begin. And this is the 3rd of June, and it's morning in the Pacific Northwest. And that's red. I need to get these up so I can see it. There we go. There we go. All right. I got me some incense burning. So if you see the little smoky, that's what that is. I got my candles on, and oh yeah, my angel fork, the magic. Oh, yes. Yes. Okay. All right. So I'm going to lay the planets out and I'll shuffle them up a little bit and we'll begin. Oh, and to just throw a little update in about the consultant tarot and getting that to fruition. I have found a fulfillment house in New York. Up, I don't know what part of New York it is. It's not New York City. It's a little town. Starts with a V, Vital or Beetle or something. It's not a big name. Anyway, oh, what are you doing there? Okay, make sure all this is in order. Um, so anyway, I found them, found them just a couple of nights ago. And my second prototype deck has not arrived yet. I do expect it in this week. So, you know, and yeah, so I called New York. When was it? Monday. Yeah. Yeah, it was Monday. This is Tuesday. Oh yeah. Okay. So I must have found him like Sunday. You know, everything's kind of coming down to the wire. So at least it feels like it. Maybe because it's in like this final crunch phase, I think. I still got some things to lay out. But the Homeschool Tarot Society has been a great support for me and cheering me on, and it's just wonderful. So thank you. Thank you to those. All right. Now I'm going to shuffle the planets. All right. What is it that you want the world, but especially here in the in-between land? We are in between Canada and Mexico. And so what do we need to know or be advised on? What message specifically for June? It's spirit. What message, especially for June? If it's for June, what do we need to know? What do we need to know for June? For the collective. For the collective, what is it that we need to know for this month here in June of 2025? Okay, right there. And I'm going to read for a second. Do now. Whoops, whoops, oops. There we go. All right. Now shuffling up the signs. Spirit. What message do we need to know? The collective for June 2020. What message do we need to be aware of? Or what we need to know 2025 with collective? Okay. And now houses. House. What does collective need to know for June of 2025? It's going to benefit them the most. I'm flipping this one over you. Okay. Oh, top word is immediately. All right. All right. Let's turn these over now. Well, I turn the top one over on each one. Huh. Okay. Okay. All right. Now, this is the planet. How this works now. Let's see. Let's see if I can. Yeah, I'm gonna do it like this. I'll hold this up for you, and you can see how this works. In fact, you could probably freeze your screen and read it for yourself, but I'm going to read it. First message across is this is for the action that is the collective is being told. This is the action needed for the spiritual soul, this top line. Okay. Top line is, or the top sentence, learn or teach your goals immediately. Okay. 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 Now, the second sentence is about our mental intellect. Okay. And how we need to handle that. Messages: be positive about the day-to-day reality of the way you protect yourself. Be positive about the day-to-day reality of the way you project, not protect. Project yourselves. Be positive about the day-to-day reality of the way you project yourself. This is for the mental health and well-being. Now, the third line, the physical body needs, says grow and expand. Use the most business-like way and do it on your own. Kind of what I'm doing right now. Okay. And also the planet is in Jupiter. The sign is in Capricorn, my north node. And then the house is in the first house. We all know that's Aries. Okay. So I'm going to try to, I want to get this so you can freeze it if you need to and read it yourself. Isn't that cool though? They form a complete sentence. Okay. All right. And now I'm going to read it all at once. All right. The entire message. So it makes a little paragraph. 3 sentences, little paragraph. Complete thought. Learn or teach your goals immediately. Be positive about the day-to-day reality of the way you project yourself. Grow and expand. Use the most business-like way and do it on your own. Wow. Could have been talking directly to me because that's what I've been doing with my tarot cards, trying to get them to fruition. The consultant. Okay. That's good. See, I am just always just wow at these messages that comes through with the 3 different cards. Okay, you see the back? Yeah, they're all identified, and this is how it's done. You know, I highly recommend the Karma cards by Monty Barber. I love these things. Okay, now, so the first part of this was the action that we need to take as a collective. All right. And now we're going to read the outcome as a collective due to the action that we've been advised to take. Okay. So for the spiritual self, the granting of dedication to achieve who you are. For the spiritual soul, the granting of dedication to achieve who you are. Regarding the mental intellect, blessings from focusing on your desires. Now, the physical body needs. Good fortune resulting from the rules imposed by your actions. All right. Show it to you and I'll read it in its entirety again. Whoops. There you go. Okay, got that. In case you need to freeze it, look at it, read it yourself. All right. Now I'm going to read the whole thing, like the little paragraph that it is. The granting of dedication to achieve who you are, blessings from focusing on your desires, and good fortune resulting from the rules imposed by your actions. That's cool. Sounds. I love this. I love this message. I hope you found something in it too for yourself. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to set these aside and then I'm going to get the other one out and going. So I wanted to read on June. I haven't read on June in a while or going down the road here. And when I was, reading about the energies coming up in the months and stuff, it let's see, I gotta put these back in order. Time and house. Because it's felt like we've been under a friggin' vice grip. I mean, I have. That's how I've been feeling. Like, uh, you know, through January, February, March, most April, May, and we're coming. It's letting up. That's how it feels. So it we ain't out of the woods by a long shot, not a long shot. But the vice, instead of being, it's okay, okay, it's kind of, and it ain't let up much, but it's let up a little, which I am grateful for, and thankful. Okay, okay. Now, yeah, the Kabbalah. We're gonna use Nicole's layout and take a look at January. Or, it's hard to say the United States. It really is for me. United. How long's it been since we've been united? A very long time. Okay, so I'm going to use the macabre. Let's see. Whoops. Hold on, I'll be having my little dad set up. Glance here, glance here. Okay. How you doing? you know, say hi in the chat. Um, let's see. All right. All right. I'm going to start out with my deck here. The consultant. Yeah, there's a new version coming up. So if any of the cards come up and you see writing on it, well, this is the prototype. This was the first one. This one showed all the oopsies and up, you know. So anyway, but I'm using them because I love them. Why shouldn't I? I created them. Or no, I didn't. The universe did. They just used me as a tool. Truth be known, I'm just the tool here. So anyway, I'll get these shuffled up. And then we're gonna look at June. And I got the predictive tarot, so I'll use that too to do some clarifying. I think. Well, it's not a tarot deck, but it's an oracle. So anyway, I'll use that as a clarifier. And it's everything. So decisive or divisive is what it is. Now let's see. Military parade in front of the White House on the 14th. Really? Really? Okay. All right. You know what? I gotta say my prayer before I do this because I can feel it. I need the extra protection. And I have been looking at the news. I've been listening to the news. There are a handful of people or channels, readers. Um, one's in Britain. Three are in Australia. So the three women in Australia. Oh, no, there's two men in Britain. Yeah. One of the men is an astrologer. Well, both men are astrologers. One just does astrology, the other pulls cards and knows astrology. Talking decades of knowledge. So, like I listen to Hoagland because of the panel and the knowledge that they bring, the expansion that they have, the audience that they possess, that keep them informed of what's going on in their local communities and area. That's how I get some clean, factual news, And anyway, those just come off the top of my head for right now. So anyway, before I read this or shuffle any further, I can feel it. I need to do my prayer. All right. So I'm just going to take a few minutes. Namaste. I call upon all the archangels and beings of the highest divine stellar consciousness and resonance in the universe to cover me with the protection of the abalone shell as I go about my day. I call upon the archangels of the horizontal plane, Raphael of the east, Michael of the south, Gabriel of the west, and Uriel of the north. And I call upon the archangels of the vertical plane, Metatron and Xenophon. I also call upon the Emerald Order of the highest ascended stellar consciousness and resonance beings, including all other beings of the highest divine stellar consciousness and resonance, assisting in the human ascension process to witness, support, and activate my daily decree of intention. I ask that my stellar consciousness team of the highest divine light and resonance clear away all lower frequency energies, interferences, and all negative agreements that work against the highest divine stellar consciousness made with any and all individuals, groups, and organizations across all multidimensional timelines and spaces, including incarnations. I ask that my stellar consciousness team of the highest divine light and resonance to clear away all interferences by my present lifetime blood family and ancestry, including all previous and future multidimensional lifetimes and spaces. I ask that my stellar consciousness team of the highest divine light and resonance clear away any and all interferences coming from religious and spiritual groups, including their religious and spiritual teachers, throughout and across this present lifetime. And that also includes and extends into all of my multidimensional timelines and spaces. I ask that my stellar consciousness team of the highest divine light and resonance clear away all layers and levels of programming concerning the descent of my highest divine stellar consciousness into this plasma matter human earth body. I acknowledge that I am one fractal of the stellar consciousness beings of the highest divine light and resonance in the universe, here because I have chosen to serve the truth of the source, the creator, the omnipotent one, the one that shines through my core being as a starseed, an alchemist, an adventurer, and a pioneer of the highest divine stellar consciousness and resonance. I ask that my stellar consciousness team with the highest divine light and resonance clear away, close and seal any and all negative openings, portals, tears, and or rips in my energetic fields. I ask that my stellar consciousness team with the highest divine light and resonance remove all associated low frequency programming, energies, cords, imprints, thought forms, including alien devices, closing and sealing my energetic fields within the spaces that I am intimately connected to with love and light, correcting what now needs rebalancing in my energetic fields. I ask that my stellar consciousness team with the highest divine light and resonance to clear away all lower frequencies from my emotional body that I may have picked up from other humans. I ask that my stellar consciousness team of the highest divine light and resonance block every lower frequencies of the human collective consciousness from entering or attaching themselves to my emotional body, thus protecting my human being from anxiety, fear, dramas, anger, resentments, and jealousies. I ask my stellar consciousness team of the highest divine light and resonance to include the clearing away of any and all lower frequency thoughts and judgments from my mental body, assisting this human soul in the expanding of frequencies channeled between itself and the stellar consciousness team of the highest divine light and resonance within this plasma matter human body, allowing a greater sense of its own stellar energy and highest divine light. I ask my stellar consciousness team, the highest divine light and resonance, to help and assist me to align with the highest stellar universal consciousness and resonance in harmony with my chosen soul's destiny in this lifetime. I invite the stellar consciousness of the highest divine light and resonance in the downloading of necessary light codes, information, and wisdom that is needed by me now. Welcoming in new energies, clarity, inspiration, joy, love, miracles, and higher frequency energies in uplifting myself and all that I encounter. I dedicate this connection to standing in grace with humility and aligning with the stellar consciousness of the highest divine light and resonance, the Creator, the Source, the Omnipotent One. And so it is. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you. I get it every morning. Every morning I go through my dedication. And it just felt like I needed to do it again for this portion of the reading. So, okay, here we go. Oh, you want to do that too? Okay. You can show you another thing I do. All right. Right into the third eye. This is the sonic slider. This is the frequency of the earth. The Schumann resonance, they call it. Feels good. The Schumann resonance. I can't tell you how much this has helped. Want to find your Zen? I highly, highly recommend this. Those who've been with me a while know that Eileen McKenzie, she's bio-tuning field. I bought these from her. She's been practicing 30 years. Not practicing, researching, seeking peer review, serious stuff. You know, so backing up everything she's been practicing and researching by scientists, bona fide scientists. And she don't believe herself to be woo-woo at all. For some reason, this one flipped out. Not getting ready. Okay, here we go. All right. We are asking Spirit, what can we expect to deal with in June? What kind of energies, type of event Mhm. What is it that we're going to be called to deal with in June 2025? Issue. Asking Spirit, what is the collective going to be called to deal with in June? Mhm. Deal with. It's a collective we need to deal with June. Well, this little guy just flew out. Five of Cups, loss, regret, sorrow, disappointment, unexpected outcome. Yeah. All right. And we begin. Like I said, we may be, it's not feeling like a vice script no longer, but it's not going to be fun either. We're not going into fun times yet. Not yet. Okay. Okay, Spirit. So that's the present element, Five of Cups. Loss, regret, sorrow, disappointment, unexpected outcome. I mean, yeah. I heard something about publicly, what do they call it? A mage or friggin' thing for a three-way going on with married people. Only at the highest echelons is that going to be. Anyway, okay. What we don't see, the shadow element, Seven of Swords. They just flipped that one. Okay. Seven of Swords, what we don't see is a questionable character, cunning, evasive strategies, deception, very suspicious. Yeah. Okay. This third card, influences in plain sight. Spirit, what do we got for influences in influences in plain sight? What have we got? Influences in plain sight. Yeah, it really is. Five of Swords. Five of Swords. Yeah. What's going on in Five of Swords? Conflict, fleecing, profiteering, aggression, spitefulness. Anything sound familiar? Going on in plain sight? Yeah. Hidden influences in plain sight. Yeah, sure is. Okay. Now, next one. Um, this is supposed to be some kind of help. This is telling us um, how to help ourselves, the collective, how the collective can help itself for success. Okay. This is for June, how the collective can help itself for success. How the collective can help itself for success in June. We got the Knight of Wands. Um, so in here, we're told to be fearless. This resonates with fearless, impulsive, being impetuous, being a rock star, being a theatrical character. This would probably match the grifters. You know, he thinks he's a rock star, but then, you know, He's got a lot of supporters that feel that way too. So, how do you help yourself? Just come off as a rock star too. You know, fearless, impulsive, impetuous, theatrical character. Yeah, I could see that. That's kind of telling, whoops, okay, what I was feeling about that. Hmm. So what fell out here for the next card, I'm gonna take it because it just came out, is judgment. And this next card here is about the external help. Okay. Those assisting the collective for success. And the judgment card came out. Redemption, rebirth, epiphany, reckoning, game changing, and spiritual awakening. This is the external help that we're getting. And it doesn't say whether we can see it or not. So it's like that. Whether you can see it or not, this is what's happening. Whether you can feel it or not, this is what's happening. Yeah. Okay. And then we got what we don't see, what the collective does not see, the hidden influence. Ah, you see that flip out? Oh, yeah. Okay. We got a woman. All right. Queen of Swords. She's a hustler. She's analytical. She's competitive. She also has an air of sadness about her. And she's artistic too. There we go. So there's a hidden influence out there. If it's not an actual woman, it's feminine qualities. But whoever it is, it's a hustler, analytical, competitive, air of sadness. And in everyday life, there's a soul of the painter. There you go. Now, final card here is the source within, the core of the issue. Okay, Spirit, talk to us. At the universe, what is the core of the issue? This for June. June. Core of the issue. Core of June. It's reading. 5, 7 of Swords, 5 of Swords, Knight of Wands, 20 of Judgment, Queen of Swords. What is the core issue? The source within that you want us to know, that you want the collective to recognize. Here. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Pentacles are slow. Core of the issue is a slow process. And I speak again of that bias script. It's getting off of us just a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. So this is a slow and purposeful energy. Researching is going on. It's like a gourmet chef is in the kitchen. All right. getting ready for battle. All the ingredients must be in place and in the right order. And some ingredients are elements that have to be handled in a particular way. So what's going on is very compartmentalized at this time. That's what I'm getting. Yeah. It's a slow process. But there's people behind the scenes that know how the levers operate. They know the rabbit holes that are available. You know. Yeah. Okay. The bottom of the deck here for June is the Two of Cups. Trust, friendship, agreement, partnership, like-minded. All right. I was just talking about this, the woman in this particular card. If you see her arm, if you can see that well enough, you can see the darker parts that could be like the veins, you know? And actually they look kind of like veins rising up in there, goldish. And she's got it on her chest also. And this reminds me, because who's the woman that showed up on the board? Queen of Swords. And when I was talking about this card, particularly this woman, okay? Women, no, I'm not going to share all that because, but women are, they're more than just human. They're more than that. Their essence is more than that. And it is that essence that is assisting us. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's all I got for now. Now, all right. This. All right. Let's see here. Now we're going to do some clarifiers on this. Okay. We've got what we don't see, this character. And right behind that character, we had what we do see, another character who's fleecing us, taxpayers, you know. We are footing the bill for all this. That's all of our money. Our money. Yes, it is. Okay. Now, Spirit, we get a clarifier. Present element also is 5 cups. I don't know if I want to do that with the victim deck on that one. 5 cups. Loss, regret, sorrow, disappointment, unexpected outcome. Would this be able to put some light on the unexpected outcome for June? See if we can do that. Let me see. Ask Spirit. Asking Spirit, this unexpected outcome that's mentioned here in the present element. Can we get a clarifier on that? This one? Huh. Military plane. Well, 14th of June comes to mind. I mean, he's going to have his spectacle going on. Not sure, but interesting enough. All right. So yeah. So for the present element, what we do see, and when I asked about the unexpected outcome with the military plane. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to ask about this character here, the shadow element, what we don't see. Okay. Spirit, give clarifier on this, please. What we don't see is shadow element. What have we got coming down? What have we got coming down? Shadow element. Shadow element. What we don't see is shadow element. And the Seven of Swords. Hmm. Social media. Right. See this one. Another one. Unexpected results. Okay. All right. Shadow element, what we don't see. Cunning, evasive strategy, deception, and questionable character. Social media is connected to it. And another unexpected result. You know, unexpected outcome with the Five of Cups. But then on top of the Seven of Swords, we got the unexpected result. And it's tied to social media. Yeah. Something happens, you let me know that you think, that connects that. Okay. This is a blind reading, what they call it. I don't have all the human stuff up here that's been going on because I haven't been exposing myself to it. So, you take a think and look around and let me know. No, that would help me. Thank you. Okay, now another hidden influence in plain sight that we do see. And that's this not so fine, upstanding character, the profiteer, spitefulness, fleecing America. Sound like anybody we know. Yeah. Okay, now clarifier on this, please. Hidden influence in plain sight. Hidden influence in plain sight. Five swords. Influence. We knew this. Politicians, government. All right. So that's who's fleecing us. That's who's the profiteering, the spiteful, the conflict, all that. Rosiness. All right. Okay. Now, influence. Okay. No, we're good on that. Hmm. Bottom of this predictive deck. Mosquito, airborne. And we still got to be careful of stuff. Okay. Wonder. I don't know about using the archetypes. I'm not feeling that I need to do that on this. Okay. Now I'm going to pull two wind this all up. I'm going to get some advice from the Pleiadians for us, the collective. All right? We'll get a great message. They always have great messages. At least I feel they do. You let me know what you think. All right? Everything cordial. Comments. And if you're in, oh, I threw a pasta card. Oh, this is beautiful. I've never seen this before. All right. Rooted light. Try to get the glare out of there a little bit more. Rooted light. Very nice. Okay, let's see what this message is for us, the collective. Ah, okay. All right. It says, breathe deep into your sacred essence and receive the transmissions of galactic source into your root chakra. See yourself as a tree of life with its antennas branching out to the universe, but your roots anchoring into the soul of the soil. Become the sacred tree of life that is able to touch the higher galactic planes, but anchored through your daily earth living via your human self. This is the way of mastering that alerts your entire reality. This is the way of rooted light, which facilitates for codes from distant galaxies to enter your plane and intermingle with all subatomic particles in order to completely transform your existence. What we need right now on Earth are not floaters, but trees of light that seed new ideas, visions, and make your planet the Garden of Eden it was intended to be. This card indicates that it is time to activate your mastery. It is time to become the living representative of higher consciousness. The Rooted Light card is a very special card in this deck, only appearing when your full mastery is ready to be shown for the world to see. Now is not a time to play it safe, but understand the temporariness of life and allow for what you know, who you are, and how to act, to be fully engaged without doubt, fear, or any lower emotions getting in the way. Step into your divine mastery and show the world who you truly are. This card often comes as a shakeup for the reader that you have been too hard on yourself, and the negative self-talk is not supporting your mission. You hear that? Negative self-talk. Negative self-talk is not supporting your mission. Doesn't support mine either. So, okay. Know for every step of courage you take forward, only then does the universe reveal more of itself. It's true. This experience of life wants your mastery, but only you and yourself can walk through this sacred door. Root to your inner light. Be the living master and transform your life to transform all aspects of your reality. That's a beautiful message. Beautiful message. Love that. Mwah. Love that. Okay. All right. I think this has probably gone on for a little bit. I forget what time I started now. I forget. We're probably up about an hour. Okay. All right. Now, if you're interested in the consultant tarot, I'm sure it's another month or more out from being ready at the fulfillment center, because I have e- every company is different. And what I saw mentioned here, it's called a BMB setup. It's like a business to business type thing. It's just another element. And I thought, oh, I saw this when I was reading what the requirements were last night before I start the process of loading all the cards again. So yeah, so now, but I needed to come on and check in with all of you. I really appreciate all your support. Thank you. And yeah, send me an email if you like about the deck. If you're interested in being notified when they're ready to be marketed, um, I will put you on the list. I've got a list going of people who absolutely want to purchase it. So if you're one of them, send me an email. It's at motherstarot@gmail.com. Just put the consultant tarot in the subject line. And so I know what you're reaching out to me about, because I screen all my emails. And yeah, and then I get you on the list, and then I'll keep giving updates and stuff, checking in, letting you know how it's going. All right. And so I hope you found something useful in this, beneficial, you know. Really appreciate you being here. Love y'all. Sending y'all agape love. Remember to love yourself, love the others, and be the light. Because you and I, we are the light. We are the light here on this planet. So you have a really good day. Take care of yourself. Do something for you. Okay? Get out of all this crap that's going on around us. You got to take breaks from it. You got to. If you're going to keep your sanity, take needed breaks. Best thing to do is only turn on that tube once a week. But everybody has to find their own way. You find the way that works for you. Okay. But cut down that taking in all that noise, because that's what it is noise. All right. They make you weak, they make you fearful, and it feeds their power. Don't let them have your power. Don't let them take your power. All right. I love y'all. And I will see you in the next video. Bye for now. Thank you for being here.